We don't know what we don't know. See, the difference is education. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending where you work at, our institutes really define how we do AI. And so, number one, I need you to be active in your area, in your hospital, in your institutes, and in your ecosystem. But my point is this: use AI. The more you use it, the more your clinical gestalt. If my retired mother can do it, everyone here can do it.
So, Dr. Castro, tell us why doctors are so reluctant in picking up this tool, and why are they so scared? As we know that this tool could aid them and help them grow. What's going on with the doctors and the medical community in general? I don't think it's just doctors. I think it's nurses and other people as well.
Yeah, good question. I think personally, it's our culture. We got to be very conservative. We got to be careful with what we do with our patients. And because the culture isn't this, let's get this new technology and run with it, we got to make sure we test it. Where's the data? Where's the papers? Where's the peers saying about this? And it takes us a while. So that's the number one. Number two, my favorite phrase is we don't know what we don't know. And we are scared of the unknown. And I want you to,
Mhm.
everybody listening, go back and think of the first time you heard of ChatGPT and the things that you were saying, I would never do this, or I don't think so. And now compare that to today. What are you doing in AI? How are you using it? And are you using it more? Are you open to it? See, the difference is education. Now you understand it. Now you've seen some ideas. Now you start slowly doing things, and now you're okay with certain uses. So, that same analogy, if we can look at things into the future and start educating ourselves, changing our culture, coming to podcasts like this to understand, guess what? Within time, we're going to start doing applications that'll be better and better. And for us physicians, we love our patients. What can we do for our patients? And I really think that's what's going to change.
Excellent. Thank you for that response. Let me go on to a follow up question with that. What do doctors need to prepare themselves to bring about this change and embrace this cultural change that is coming around? What recommendations would you give to say, Doctor,
Yeah.
Dr. Khan, you got to make these changes to embrace and make sure that this is not only part of your practice, but part of your culture and how you think?
Yeah, it's such a good, well phrased question. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending where you work at, our institutes really define how we do AI. If the institute cannot afford it, if the institute does not want to do it, or if there's a big policy, then it's going to be really tough for you to want to do it, even if you do. So, to your question, number one, I'm going to say every person that's in healthcare, go into the C suite and be part of the decision process. Because if you're not part of the decision process, the C suite is going to say, this is an important tool, this is what we need, and they're going to go ahead and do it. But they may take you out of the equation. They may even take the patient out of the equation and not realize that what they're trying to fix is not what we as a community need to be fixed. And so, number one, I need you to be active in your area, in your hospital, in your institutes, and in your ecosystem, down to your spouses, your kids, your colleagues, because the fact that you're listening to this today tells me you're interested. And the fact that you will, at the end of this conversation, you're going to learn something, and I'm going to challenge everybody here, teach your peers. And so, number one, again, education. What can you do? My second thing that I say is think of it as riding a bike. The first time that you rode a bike, do you remember holding on to those handlebars and freaking out? But then later you're like, oh, dude, I don't need to hold the handlebars. I got this. I don't need to anymore. And now lately I've been seeing people even texting and riding their bikes, but that's another story. But my point is this: use AI. The more you use it, the more your clinical gestalt, your personality, I call it that human plus AI together, is going to leverage to something more. I'll give you a quick story. About a month ago, my mother and I, she came to visit me, and we heard a big crash in the bathroom. This is an interesting story. So my mom and I rushed into the bathroom. We saw the shattered glass, and my mother immediately said, Harvey, take different angles, pictures of this glass. We don't know how it broke, and let's ask AI to tell us the mechanism and why it broke. And I
Interesting.
thought, oh
Interesting.
my God, love my
Wow.
mom. From day one, I've been telling her about AI and teaching her and telling her, and I'm like, you know what? She just did it as a reflex. She spilled it out before I could even say anything. And I was so impressed with my mom, and I'm like, gosh, if my retired mother can do it, everyone here can do it.
Brilliant. You're saying educate, become active, start making this a part of your ecosystem around, because wherever you're going, just remember to incorporate AI into your thought process there. And then you're going to start riding the bike. You become comfortable. And that's a brilliant advice. Let me follow up with another follow up question related to this. And what do you say to those people who say medicine has been the same for the last 500, 600, 1,000 years? There's always been a doctor at the center. There's always been a nurse. There's always been medicine, medication. Why change that? You're going to lose that relationship with the patient, and that touch and sense is going to go. Why bring in a robot or an AI body into this? What do
Yeah,
you
good
say to
question.
those people?
Yeah. Well, two things I like to say. Number one, the Hippocratic Oath that people say, do no harm. Yes, it's old. Yes, it's been our tool. But can't we change it to do no harm to let's prevent harm? Why wait until harm has happened? Why not prevent it, see it years in ahead? Meaning, my voice today can tell you I'm a pre diabetic. This video feed can tell you I'm a pre diabetic or not, which I'm not.
Sure.
My point is this: let's look at this not as we're taking the human away. No, we're augmenting the human. We're giving the
Mm.
doctors the tools, like you said in the early part of the intro, to spend more time. What matters the most is our patients. And give us a way, let the AI do all the repetition, the stuff that I hate, the paperwork, the stupid things that I'm like, can I just have AI do it? And guess what? With that extra time, let's use that for this thing up here, my mind, to leverage all the tools, all the data from all the different AIs, and now let me, the person that you trust, that physical touch, when you see physicians in that white coat, that you're like, you know what, that is my doctor, and I know I'm going to feel better. But let me now use it as a tool. So my point is this: I'm not taking AI to replace me. No, I'm using AI to augment me. Let me give you a quick example. If I had AI glasses right now paired with emotional intelligence, let's just say, I know a lot of guys will laugh and women will laugh. Some of us don't have the best emotional intelligence, let's say. But if I had the AI glasses on and now it tells me, hey, my spouse, my patient is upset. They said certain things that I may have missed that cue. I may have missed that small twinkle in their eye or some mannerism. But if the AI helps me and as a result I get better care and I can communicate better, man, now I'm changing healthcare.
Fascinating. It's uh, very intriguing to hear your thoughts and what you are conveying to our audience, and I really appreciate that. What a remarkable journey we've just experienced together. The path to health isn't always straight, but it's always worth the effort. I hope today's conversation inspired you to take the next step in your wellness journey, armed with new knowledge and a fresh perspective. If today's episode left you inspired, share it with people, someone who need to hear this. Give us a thumbs up and your opinion. Keep exploring, keep evolving, and we'll see you in the next episode of Khan Clinics.